Well, I'm here at Wells Fargo because I'm saying goodbye. Because after you hear what I have to say about the 4 quadrants of real estate investing, you too will never have to use a bank again. All right, last week I gave this speech in front of 19 potential real estate investors, showing them the 4 ways every real estate property can produce money for not one, but multiple people. I thought I'd share that with you today. Now, understanding this is critical for anyone who understands the potential of real estate investing and doesn't want to be a landlord, or doesn't have the capital just yet, or somebody who understands that by partnerships, you can have an unlimited amount of real estate investing potential. Now, after watching this 101 video, you're going to want to hear more detail. Or if you're like me and it's hard to think in compound interest, and you like to know real hard dollar amount, then book a chat with me at layovermoney.com/bookwithmike. Whether you want to be a landlord or not, this is how everyone can profit with every real estate deal. By a show of hands, how many of you have been confronted with a real estate investor asking if you'd like to participate in their deal? How did that make you feel? Indecisive? Unsure? Defensive? You know, it's really sad because Forbes magazine stated that 90% of today's millionaires became millionaires from real estate investing. Now, does that mean every millionaire is a landlord? Absolutely not. I'm sure you can think of some off the top of your head have nothing to do with being a landlord. That's because real estate, there's literally dozens of ways people can profit without being a landlord. For instance, the paper boy can be part of the deal. He can be going out delivering his papers and call up an investment group, say, hey, I think I found something that might work out for you. That group can incorporate the paper boy into the deal, and now the paper boy is making a few dollars every month for the rest of his life. Now, if I told you the 4 ways real estate can profit multiple people, would that make you more confident the next time opportunity shows its head? Now, let's all go back 2 weeks ago, right? Thanksgiving dinner. Everybody's around the table. Oh, we just had our turkey. And now, everyone is just staring at that beautiful pumpkin pie. Well, this is the pumpkin pie of real estate investors. These are the 4 ways any real estate property deal can generate income from multiple people. So let's look at the first section of the pie, appreciation. Now, I'm sure everyone knows what appreciation is, that the value of something goes up. But did you know that there's 5 different types of appreciation? So the first one you'll see here is found appreciation. Now, found, I like to call buying cheap, right? If you buy something at a discount, the difference between the discount and the market value is your found appreciation. Forced appreciation, fix it up. If you buy something, slap a coat of paint on it, update the interior, obviously the market value has gone up. 3, phased. Phased, add on. Let's say we decide to put a garage onto the side of the house. The market value is increased by phase appreciation. Now you'll see, and you're probably wondering, why is inflated and passive red? That's because those 2 types of appreciation are market driven rather than what we can determine and influence as investors. Now, inflated is what most people are probably seeing now. It's based on supply and demand. You know, now in Fort Collins, there's a low supply of real estate out there and a high demand because everybody sees these low interest rates offered by the bank. And finally, passive. And this is the one I'm sure everyone is familiar with. And it's based off time. On average, every real estate property around the country, on average, it generates about 5% appreciation every year. What else do we have in this pumpkin pie? Depreciation. Now, depreciation, as you can see, is a tax benefit. And I can go into details about this, but really, it really depends on your financial situation and talking to your accountant. But I'll give you in general, if you have a good accountant, you could generally expect between 2 and 3% annual return. Not bad. Section 3, amortization. What is this? Well, you just got to think, this is the bank. This is what we're used to. If you were to go to a bank right now and get a loan for, let's say, $100,000, the rate's pretty low right now. If you were lucky, you'd probably get about 3%, and that's really good, right? But boy, Aunt Sue's at this table, and you know, she's got a lot of money in the bank that's only making 0.1% interest, and she really wants to give inheritance to her grandchildren. What if Aunt Susie helped us out. Maybe she contributed $100,000 to the deal, and let's say this particular deal could generate 7% interest for her. Boy, she's definitely happy. Her grandchildren are happy. But you're asking yourself, why would I spend 7% on Aunt Susie when I can go to the bank and get 3%? It's because Aunt Susie is solving problems for us. One, now we don't have to come up with a down payment. We don't have to pay banker's fees. Our closing costs are lower. And now we're cash buyers, which goes back to appreciation. We can possibly buy the property at a lower price. And our last one, cash flow. Cash flow is basically our rental income minus expenses. You'll see over here minus DS, which is debt service. Now, in this example, Aunt Susie is our debt service. So cash flow, we're paying Aunt Susie from this. And cash flow, we'll say for this example, is $700 per month. Not bad.
Green.
Now everybody's just, all right, they're getting ready for their piece of the pie, right? Well, Uncle Billy goes first. He takes that knife and he says, boy, I'm an airline pilot. I pay a lot of money in taxes. So that tax benefit, ooh, that looks delicious. So he grabs his first piece of the pie. There he goes. But nobody grabs one piece of pie at Thanksgiving. We all know this. So Uncle Billy, he goes over here. He takes 20% of the cash flow and he wants 10% of the appreciation. He could do that. He's hungry. Now let's go back to Aunt Sue. Remember, Aunt Sue wants a better life for her grandchildren. And first thing, she grabs section 3, amortization. Again, maybe she wants
Yellow.
10% of the cash flow and 10% appreciation. Absolutely. As you could see, as just like Thanksgiving, as this pie goes around the table, everybody is benefiting, not just one landlord. So now the best part is when it's your turn. Now, since you're educated on the ways real estate can generate profit, I know what pieces I'm going to take. Now, if you have any questions or like more details about how all these 4 quadrants can benefit you, or perhaps you want to go through an example and see dollar amount, what can this provide you? Feel free to contact me and book a call with me at layovermoney.com. Because just like my mentor says, the secret to wealth is infinite returns. It's not about getting a whole piece of pie in just 5 pies. It's about getting a slice of thousands of pies without costing you a dime.